Greetings, everyone. I'm Deborah Fortune Stock from lovely Las Vegas, and I wanted to come and give a quick review of this phenomenal program that I'm in called Genius Trading. Wanted to share a little love and a shout out to Raphael for creating such a phenomenal program. So I have to be honest, and I believe in being very transparent. When I first saw Raphael on YouTube, I thought to myself, this surfer dude probably can't trade. Just being honest. And I don't know if he's a surfer or not, but that's exactly what I saw. And as you know, looks can often be deceiving. So for some reason, I don't know why, but he was just kind of intriguing to me. So I spent a weekend going over video after video after video on YouTube. And in these videos, he kept saying, join my free Telegram and, send any questions that you have. I'll talk to you. I'll respond back. If you send me a message, I'll respond back. And I said, I've heard that before. And in the past, I've seen that was not true. So I said I was going to put him to the test. I put him to the test, and lo and behold, he proved me wrong. And as women, we never like to be wrong. But he proved me wrong because I was sure that he would not open dialogue with me, that he would not correspond with any messages that I sent him. Well, he did in fact correspond. He was very engaging. He answered my questions, and he shared some of his inner circle, some of his program with me, despite the fact that I had not joined. And he continued it was a non-threatening, non-forceful way of basically answering my questions to make sure that this was the individual that I wanted to train with. Now, in the past, I had trained with other individuals, and I had gotten into a phenomenal program before his, but it was all for swing trading. And I'm not a swing trader. I have no desire to let a trade stand for weeks or months. God, no. I want to be in and out. And I saw that was the way that he traded. He's in and out. And one of the most important things that I want to share is within the community, we often hear people saying things like, oh, my signals group, join my signals group, my signals group. Signals are fine, I guess. The only problem with signals is signals are not showing you anything. What we're getting from Raphael and within his community is setups. Setups are so much more powerful. And here's the reason why. Because in the past, over this probably 2-year journey off and on, where I wasn't ever fully committed, now I am at that committed stage. But throughout that process, over the time, I did get better. I did improve. I had winning weeks. I had losing weeks. The only problem is I really couldn't tell you the reason, what was happening with the wins, what was happening with the losses, because sometimes they were from signals, sometimes they were from my trades. Being from Las Vegas, I often felt like I was gambling, and I'm not a gambler. So for me to feel like I'm gambling as a profession, that just was not acceptable. Now, as going into the setups versus the signals, when you're getting a setup, he's telling you exactly what he's looking for as it's happening in real time. And more importantly than that, and here was the thing that really sold me on the idea of actually testing the Genius Trading program, was him sharing his losses. Trading is, you often hear this, it's 80 to 90% psychology. And the psychology, the piece that takes most of us out of the game, that's taken me out of the game in the past, has been the losses. So if mentor after mentor after mentor never shows their losses, and I had one that I can tell you I know was completely disingenuous with what he was showing online, because it wasn't what we were doing. But watching Raphael lose a trade, and within the community, it's quite funny because he's he's kind of animated. But watching him lose a trade and then coming back from it and sharing his emotion, sharing his strategy, sharing all of that with us openly and in a transparent manner. Basically, what that does for me is when I go into a trade and it's going into a loss, one, I understand better how to stay in the trade to make sure that it's actually a loss versus just a pullback, whereas I didn't know that before because I didn't have a full strategy. And two, if it is a loss, if I am stopped out, that's okay. Because for most of us, we find mentors that we want to mimic in some way, shape, or form. I can tell you, I really wouldn't mind mimicking him financially. So that taking that into consideration, if his losses, the losses that he has still allows him to get to where he's going or to the results that we've seen, then that tells me that losses are a part of the game. Everybody is always going so far away from them that it's like it's the plague or something, which is ironic that I should say that during this time, but it's the truth. It's almost it's a terrible, terrible thing when in fact it is a part of the journey. And that's one of the most valuable pieces that I've learned from Raphael is that the wins and the losses, they're all a part of the journey, they're all a part of the game, and they're all a part of the winning cycle that his team is helping me to create. And as I think I said before, I'm a little older than some of the other traders, and I'm sure I'm quite a bit older than Raphael. My daughter is over 30, so just to tell you that. That tells you I don't have a lot of time. I'm not interested in being in the rah-rah communities and things like that. And the Genius Trading community, these are serious individuals that want to build a trading career. And Raphael and I believe his name is Steven, they have created a phenomenal platform with Genius Trading to help us to take that dream from a dream to fruition. And I can't thank you enough, Raphael, and I am so excited about the way this journey is going. Your academy, and I'm not sure that that's what you call it, but that's what I call it because that's what it feels like. Like I said, I can read it, I can listen to it, I can watch it on video. All of my, the touch, smell, feel, if you will, it's all covered in your trading academy. And I am so excited to be a part of it. And thank you so much for taking the time so that I could feel comfortable in joining the academy and moving forward with you. And in a couple of months, I'm going to come back and do another video so that I can talk more about how I have solidified the profits that I'm starting to realize, and which those profits would have been higher, but I was told by you over and over again to start off in a demo account, though I didn't want to. I listened to everything, and this is key. I'm just about finished, but this is key. Listen to everything that they tell you. Listen to everything that they tell you. There wasn't a whole lot that he was emphatic about, but that was the one thing that Raphael was emphatic about was me going back to demo because I had not found the success I wanted live. Taking that step of going back to demo has been invaluable, and retesting, back testing. I had never back tested before. Imagine that. In almost 2 years, I had never ever gone onto TradingView and back tested. Something that I've learned the value of with Raphael. And like I said, every day, every week, every month, I expect it to get better and better. And I'll give an update so that, in the spirit of transparency, to share how everything is going. But the first couple of weeks has been amazing. And thank you so much. You have done a phenomenal job. And I am so happy to be a part of the program. Test him out. Send him a message. Get in that Telegram. Send him a message. Ask him the questions. He will respond to you. May not be immediately, but he will certainly respond to you. And again, thank you so much to the Genius Trading team. I look forward to a great and prosperous relationship as we continue to build together. Thank you. Bye-bye.